What is going on YouTube? GKL Games here, and today we're back to another video. And on this video, we're going to be doing a Demon Slayer Slayers Unleashed tier list for bosses. So I actually decided to make this video because of a comment that I got in my last video asking me to make a tier list, or asking what are the best bosses to grind, what each boss drops. And since I didn't want to type a really long comment that would probably be very confusing, I decided to make this video for you guys, where I'm going to basically tell you guys what each boss drops, and which ones would be worth more of your time, which ones are actually worth doing, and which items you should actually use. Now, I got over here a full Demon Slayer character tier list, but I separated the characters that are in-game as bosses. Pretty sure none of these over here are bosses anymore, or they're not in the game yet. I know that definitely they're going to add in Muzan boss in the future, probably an Akaza boss, Muichiro, Tengen, Sanui, maybe Kano could be coming definitely in the future, and we also know that the Gyome one will be coming. But right now, these are the only ones in game. Now, don't mind it on D tier, so none of them are going to be in D tier anyways. I'm just putting them here so we can separate them from the rest. Now, I do want to say that the Tanjiro over here and the Sabito are supposed to represent something else. So the Tanjiro one is representing the swamp boss raid that just came out. So this is going to be the swamp guys, because the tier list does not have the swamp demons, so there was no way for me to put the swamp. So over here, this Tanjiro is representing the swamp boss raid, and this Sabito is representing the final selection. Because, you know, if you watch the anime, you know, not gonna spoil because maybe there's some of you who didn't watch the anime, but you guys know what the demon from final selection did to Sabito. Now, let's get started. We're going to start with Final Selection and put it as C tier. There's really no perks from Final Selection except getting your Nichirin Blade, which after you defeat these bosses, you're really just going to replace it and never use your Nichirin again. So, really, Final Selection is kind of dumb. I don't know many people who actually did Final Selection, since in this game you really don't need Final Selection for anything, which is kind of a bummer. They should definitely do that. You need Final Selection to do some kind of stuff, because right now currently you don't need Final Selection for anything. I myself have not done Final Selection. Then we have the Urokodaki raid dungeon, whatever you want to call it, and I'm putting it at B tier. It's a pretty solid one. You can get 3 Nichirins from it: the Blood Nichirin, the Cloud Nichirin, and the Bronze Nichirin, something like that. The Chrome Nichirin, the Chrome. And you can also get the Urokodaki Haori. Now, the Haori is pretty cool. Out of all Haoris in game, though, I do have to say that it's probably my least favorite. Actually, I kind of like it that it's closed. Probably better than the Rengoku one, because the Rengoku one is kind of ugly in my opinion. But the Nichirins that I know of, they don't have any effect, and the Haori is just regular Haori. Now, I'm not going to be taking the 10% or resistant, whatever, into consideration for the Haoris, because I don't feel like that's really necessary, since you guys probably already know of stuff, but whatever. Next, we have the swamp. Now, the swamp, I have it open here because I actually did not know what it did, so let me open it up real quick. And the swamp, basically, it gives you, hold on, I gotta find it. Oh, right here. It gives you a swamp robe that gives you 10% damage reduction. So, this, I think it's gonna be lower than the Urokodaki one, because I'm pretty sure Urokodaki also gives you 10% damage reduction. And the swamp robe does not really look that cool, in my opinion. Now we have the Hori drop and the sword drop for Zenitsu. Now this is a little bit more worth it because the Nichirin is pretty fire as well. I'm also taking the looks into consideration, guys, because you know you do also want to look some dripped out. So the Hori and the Nichirin for Zenitsu are also pretty fire. Pretty sure you also got some buffs with thunder breathing and stuff like that. So definitely pretty good. The Obanai ones are also, it's probably going to go S tier actually, honestly, because the Obanai Hori is fire. It's the one that I most like to use. You do get poison damage reduction, and you also have that fire sword that I'm still grinding to be able to get it. Rui is honestly going to go B tier, because Rui, you just get the robe, which is honestly not even that cool, and you need to do the Rui boss fight, which actually I still haven't done yet, but, you know, I don't think it's that cool. Next we have Shinobu. Shinobu's gonna go A tier. Actually, it might go S tier, honestly. She gets like the Hori, which is really fire, and she also gets the sword, which the sword does poison damage, which is really, really good. And I still use her sword because it's pretty goated. It's just the mod and everything looks really amazing, and definitely going S tier. Now, Giyu out of the Hashira is definitely one of the weakest ones, because all you get is his Hori, which, yeah, it's pretty cool, but his Nichirin comes with no buffs. Like, it doesn't have, like, the Rengoku and Shinobu one. Both of them, their Nichirin gives you an effect. Rengoku does burn, and Shinobu does poison. Now, Giyu doesn't do anything, so his Nichirin is really the useless one. Then we have the Mitsuri. Now Mitsuri is gonna go S tier, but not like the others. Like, now here's the thing, Mitsuri's niching has no buffs, but it looks so dang clean. But I don't think she deserves to be an S, just cause her Haori does drop out a few, being just that little, you know, white, not crop top kind of Haori. Not really my style, so I don't think it deserves to be S tier. Then we have the Inosuke one. Now the Inosuke boss drop also going S tier. You get the dual wielding, which is fire. You don't get anything else from it, but just the dual wielding is just amazing. Now, next we have, of course, Yoriichi and Kokushibu, which are definitely going up there because, of course, from them you can get their breathing styles. Now, I personally would go for sun breathing instead of a moon breathing. I think sun is just better, but I do think that style-wise, Kokushibu got the better one. Like his nichiting, Kokushibu's is definitely better. I don't even know if Yoriichi drops his nichiting. And Haori wise as well, I do think that Kokushibu got the better looking Haori, guys. But comment down below, what do you think of this tier list? Do you guys agree, disagree? Comment down below your thoughts, and I'll make sure to agree to your comments, disagree, blah, blah, blah. And tomorrow, guys, I'm going to be bringing a tier list with Breathing and Demon Hearts. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.